It was bloodbath last week. Tech giants, stocks dropping, Dow dropping, S&P 500 dropping, Nasdaq dropping, points all over the place, anguish all over the place. Tech giants running head to scatter. It was epic. My name is Capital Slowdown, founder and CEO of NotLeap, a real estate investor, a landlord, and a lover of storytelling on history. Now, let's dive into the story of today. This past week, one company got everyone talking, especially in Silicon Valley and the rest of the world. And this company, relatively small, was from China, called DeepSeek. DeepSeek is an AI company incorporated in China, just 1 year old company. DeepSeek went to #1 on the App Store in the US last week. In France, it was around #2 from what I believe. And this 1 year old company has got these AI tech giants, especially those in the Silicon Valley, running head to scatter. You name them: OpenAI, Anthropic, Gemini, Meta, Amazon, Microsoft Copilot, Zara, whatever it is. So OpenAI and other AI tech giants usually need data centers to run, but not DeepSeek. It seems DeepSeek could be run and downloaded, or whatever way you put it, downloaded, run, it doesn't matter. But on a laptop, I don't get it. On one hand, there's data centers for running AI, and China is saying, we can do this on a laptop? Well, it will be very, very interesting to see how this metamorphoses into whatever it is that was going to be seen in the future. But this got me really, really excited. I'm excited for what it will be for different companies, the open source side of it. I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's really crazy right now. One really good feature about this DeepSeek that I've noticed and I've read about is the fact that it can be post-trained to be very, very valuable. And I think that is key here. If this actual version, well, I hope there'll be further versions that trains itself, I think this is remarkable. I think all the AI companies, especially those in Silicon Valley, will really sit tight and take notice. And I'm not surprised that President Trump has alluded to that this is a wake-up call for the United States to up their antics. And it will be interesting, really, really interesting to see what happens from now and how the US react to this. And to think OpenAI just raised $6 billion just a few months ago. And guess what? Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Meta, has said they will be delivering $65 billion on AI. Wow. Does this mean that money is really worth it? Are they really going to be spending $65 billion on AI, considering what DeepSeek has done? The jury is out. Well, we will all watch out and see what really happens on this one. And from what I've seen, it seems DeepSeek have written their codes in a way that it bypasses hardware, what I would term algorithmic efficiency. It is a mathematical solution to a hardware problem, I would say. Now, this brings us back to valuation. Are these AI tech giants in Silicon Valley really worth their dollars? Or it's a case of wash, what I do call just inflated valuations? Maybe it's not. But with what DeepSeek has done, with $5.6 billion, and initially we were made to believe, in normal circumstances, you would expect to spend about $100 million to about $1 billion to get a proper AI set up with data centers and all that. I think we're beginning to think maybe that's not true. Maybe that's not what it is. But who am I to say? Time will tell. But with the rest of the AI companies with ridiculous valuations bouncing all over the place, I think investors might begin to rethink their strategies if these AI companies are actually worth the money that they thought it was prior to now. AI companies out of nowhere becoming unicorns overnight without actually making any profit whatsoever. I think it's time investors begin to really look at it and see what the ins and the outs are, and considering if they are actually paying top dollar or they are just sinking money into a sinking ship. I think in all of this, one thing is clear. We haven't seen the end of this AI race between China and the US. Well, I could have said Europe, but nah, Europe ain't catching up anytime soon because they don't invest really in things like this. But it will be interesting to see who comes on top. Right now, this week, it seems to be China. It could be US tomorrow. But that makes it a lot fascinating for us to see, and for a CEO like me as well, to start beginning to wonder and see what the possibilities are in the different stratas of what AI could do for our businesses, for our workers. And we've all been told that we need NVIDIA chips, expensive chips. But really? Do we? That much? That expensive? Maybe not, because DeepSeek has shown that, well, with second generation chips, they could be able to come up with something remarkable. Now, what's going to happen to NVIDIA? Is NVIDIA's valuation inflated? Is it overpriced? Is it going to drop further? I think the questions are numerous, and that is exactly what we'll be digging deep into in our next video.